Hey guys, Allie here from Final Straw Fitness. I hope you're having a nice Tuesday, having a nice night. I've been doing a lot of thinking over the past few weeks, and I've been kind of quiet in here. I had my challenge going on last week. That was awesome. A lot of people participated in that. Really cool. But I haven't really talked about like real life things in a little while. It's been more kind of top level, what are your goals? What are you doing today? What are you working on? All awesome stuff, but we haven't dug dug into anything lately. So I wanted to kind of flesh out some things that I've been thinking about and just I don't know, there's a lot of new guys in here, so maybe some of you don't know my story or it's I don't know, it's been a while. So just to give you a little overview of who I am and why I have this group even and why you're here, um, about 5 years ago or so, a little bit less, I was fed up. I was overweight. I was hitting the drive-through at least once a day, usually more. Um, I was basically eating my way through everything and gained a lot of weight. I was getting pretty close to the 250 mark at one point. Um, and I was playing softball at the time. I had just moved to Florida not too long before that. And I was playing adult slow pitch softball, and I was the slowest one on the team, and it was awful. It was embarrassing. So I kind of stopped playing softball. I was playing every day for a little while, and I just kind of slowly cut back. And then once I decided it's time, I need to make changes. I started with nutrition, and I just started learning about what to eat and what not to eat, even though I knew going to the drive through is not the answer, but it was tough to break away from that. So I had to do a lot of learning and self reflection and changing. So I eventually, overcame all of that, and I ended up losing about a good 50 to 60 pounds just through diet alone. And then my confidence and everything was through the freaking roof. So that's when I started to work out. And I started going to a CrossFit style gym, and it was cool. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I started losing some weight, but then I was getting strong and, moving better. So then that led to me going back to some of my old eating habits. And it was kind of just swapping, one bad habit for a different one or changing them out a little bit. So it took me leaving that gym and finding a personal trainer for me to really learn how to properly exercise and really get down into the nitty gritty of it. So then I started counting macros, and I lost a crap ton of weight from there. So altogether, I lost about 70 pounds, but I was lean, I was muscular, I was strong, I was looking good, I was feeling good. I was wearing a size small t-shirt. I've never even dreamed of wearing a size small t-shirt. I only wear t-shirts, by the way. I don't dress up or anything. Literally t-shirts are it. So I was wearing a size small t-shirt. I was feeling on top of the world. And then I lost my job. I was working in an office and I got fired. And as I was driving home and crying my eyes out that morning, I ended up going to the gym instead. And I worked out, and I was talking to some of the trainers there, and one of them had previously mentioned hey, you should be a trainer. I was like, nah, I got this cushy office job. I didn't have that job anymore. So at that moment, I decided I'm going to be a trainer. So that's when I started to learn. I got into a hands-on course right away, and I got certified, pretty quickly, as quickly as you probably can. It's all self-paced for these certifications, but I dove in. And so now we're talking not this past May-ish, but the May before, April, May. So everything was so good. I was like, fuck that job. I don't need that shit. I've got this. I'm a trainer now. I'm working in two gyms. This is awesome. I'm, lean. I'm killing it. I'm strong. I'm healthy. This is great. And then all of a sudden, it wasn't great. I guess, I was working in the gyms. I started my business, Final Straw Fitness. I started this group. I started everything. And it was a lot. It was really overwhelming. And the way that I reacted to all of that was through food. I started binge eating first, I don't know, once a week, once every few days, once a day, a couple times a day, to the point where I was eating easy 1,000 extra calories a day, easy. So, in case you don't know, the science behind nutrition, if you have 3,500 calories, that's 1 pound of fat. So, of course, you have the calories that your body needs, so that doesn't count. You have the calories that you burn, so that doesn't count. So, you're talking excess of 3,500 calories to put on 1 pound of fat. When I tell you that over a month, I gained over 20 pounds, I'm not joking. Like, that is how much I was eating. And the depression that came with that, with working in gyms and like watching my body grow and my clothes shrink and all that, like, it was a disaster. So the depression and anxiety that came along with that only propelled the binge eating further. Um, I became really unhealthy in that regard. I stopped working out altogether. I didn't care. I went to the gym just to do my job and go home. Um, and it was tough. I had people like talking to me, asking me for advice, and I was their coach. I am their coach. I still work with a lot of them. And I just felt like such a hypocrite, a fraud, a liar, like, oh my God, like the worst feelings ever. So now let's see, that brings us to like August was like my worst. So exactly a year ago. A year ago, right now, I was like down in the ground. It was a disaster. Started going to therapy. I started working with different people, and I, how to get my mind right. And from that mindset change, I was then able to start to reverse the damage. Is that damage all the way gone now, a year later? No, it's not. But I understand that, I mean, I kind of did gain the weight overnight in this case, but I understand that it's a slow and steady progress or process to take it off the healthy way. So although like it sucks, I'm still pissed off. I was wearing size small t-shirts, like I said, and then I ended up being larges, flirting with the extra large again. And it like honestly, like looking back, like I don't know how I continued to push through. I feel like thinking about how I was, like, why didn't I just quit? Why didn't I throw in the towel on this whole training thing? Why didn't I, just say fuck it and just go back to an office job? And I don't know. I don't know what made me keep going, but something did. And I'm so thankful that it did because I couldn't imagine things being any different than they are right now. So that was in August. So September, we had Hurricane Irma, and my birthday's in September. And so that month was like a big shit show of like driving that month. It was like a weekend, but we drove across the freaking country almost. Like it was bad with that and like that with the stress of eating and everything too. Like that just kept going. So basically, like for a few months, it was just like crap, crap on top of crap on top of crap. And it wasn't until like October that I was able to like really flip the switch on it. And in fact, the last time that I had a binge was October. And now there's a difference between binge eating and overeating, and we'll get into that in a different video. That's for another time. However, I was binging, and I'm sure that a lot of you are too. And I want to help you with that. So remind me, we're going to come back to it, just not here. Um, so it just kept going, and I eventually started to like build up, and then around like December, January, I started like making progress again. And then I kind of dealt with some more depression over different things and, you know, just life and whatever. So a couple months ago, I decided like I need to fix something. Something is broken, something's not working. So I stopped working nights at my gym and I started taking ninja lessons, like literally ninjutsu, like the martial art ninjutsu. I'm going to be a ninja. So I've been doing that a few times a week, which has really helped. Like I found that something that I needed, like that little extra. It's fitnessy, but it's not like I'm still moving my body. I'm still active, but it's not like lifting weights, which I still do that, of course. But this is just something for me. I think that we all need that one thing for you that's gonna. It's different. It's just something. I didn't sign up with any friends. I didn't even plan on signing up. This guy offered me a free lesson. I was like, fuck yeah, like free, sign me up. And he sold me. And now 6 months later, I'm still very happily taking ninja lessons. I'm a yellow belt with a green stripe. Like who would have thought? Don't worry about where that is, but it's a couple belts in already. So you just have to find what works for you. And for me, that was it. So from like that discovery, I've made friends. One of them happens to be a personal trainer as well. She owns a gym locally, so like it's been cool to have her around. She's actually in this group. I'm gonna have her in sometime soon to talk about nutrition a little bit more with you guys. So it's really cool. Like you don't know what kind of opportunities are going to strike and when you're going to meet someone really cool. So I just encourage you to keep an eye out for those new exciting things. Um, so from doing that, from kind of breaking myself away from my normal day to day environment, it's gotten my creativity flowing. It's gotten a lot of good things going on inside of me, inside of my mind. I've been doing really well with, working my weight back down and also working my weights in the gym back up. I'd lost a lot of strength, so I'm, now building that back up. So all good things just from that one decision that I just needed to do one thing for me. So from that, I've been doing a lot of stuff in the background, which is why I've been kind of quiet on here. A lot of stuff has been going on, and I have some really cool things coming down the pipeline. So the whole, reason that I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about this is because I wanted to see who's interested in what I have coming up. It's going to be really cool. I'm really excited about it. And I'm going to get more into it again at another time. But if you have any interest in, being one of the first to know what I've got going on, like drop me a little, like one of those like little hands up emojis, or any kind of comment or anything. Shoot me a message if you're curious. Whatever you want to do. I'm really excited to bring this to you guys, and as, almost as like a thank you for being so supportive and being so engaging and encouraging. Anytime that I have shared my story with you guys have been amazing with like all the support, and I, am there for you guys too. And Casey wants to know, so I like to hear. Um, yeah, so it's just like as a thank you, I just wanted to give you guys like a heads up, like something's coming down the pipeline. So let me know if you're interested, and more details will be coming over the next several days. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for checking out this video, and I will see you all soon.